think I've got us rolling. Karen and I are wearing matching colors today. I was commenting about Karen's coffee mug matching her shirt, but I didn't really realize that Karen and I matched each other. But good morning if you're joining us for the first time. I am Melissa McLeod here at the Wool and the Floss in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. We are a creative and very snowy escape for all stitchers today. Not my favorite season, but I have to tell you, it looks absolutely gorgeous outside. We got about 5 inches overnight, you guys think?
Yeah.
I think about 5 inches, and I don't think they were expecting it to be that much. So the schools around here are closed. Emily's here. She brought her daughter Evelyn with her, so we've got a little helper in the house because the Troy schools are closed. I think a lot of the Detroit area schools are closed. I was busy listening to a book on my way to work today, so I did not listen to the news, so I don't really know. But in any event, Liz is here. She is moderating. Ann's here helping her write up orders. Karen's here. Kelly's here. Julie's here. I talked about Evelyn already. Kaylee will be here later. And I don't know, I think Sabrina maybe has a little bit of a cold this week. I think she's maybe not coming in today. I'm not really sure. But in any event, we have a team here working away at getting things underway. We did Wow Wednesday yesterday, and it was my clean out my closet day. That's what I kind of call it. I have a little corner in my office that I decide, well, these things are, they're time to let these sail at a really good bargain. So I have a few bargains left. I think we had about 100 people watching us. We sold probably 90% of what we had, but I still have some really good things. They're mainly things that I had a few of. So we will go through that at the end. So if you're in the mood for a bargain, come back and listen to the end or watch the end if you don't want to stay for the whole thing, or real life gets in the way and you have to do other things. But we do have a little bit of finishing. This looks like a fun Halloween bag. This is here for Amy, not our usual Amy, a different Amy. And this is the Spooky Spirits Club that we hosted quite a while ago. I stitched these as well. These are from Stitch Style. They were exclusive to us for quite a while. They come with a canvas and a stitch guide. This is the Crows on Fence. I don't think we have any of these in the building right now, but I am happy to order these for you, and I'm pretty sure they're in stock. There's the jack-o'-lantern in the woods, and I love that my finishers put this very spooky, eerie cording on with a cute little bow. All the bows are different. The haunted house. And Ginny has a great way of using a wide variety of small scale stitches. I always learn a lot from her stitch guides, so you could also always check out our website to see what other stitch guides we have from her. There's the cat in the graveyard. And then of course the star of the show, the witch. So these are heading home to Amy, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So nicely done, and she will be all set for next year. Hey, Julianne. This is for Julie. Julie is local to us. And what do we have? Oh, this is one of the Rachel Berry sip cups or coffee cups. And the gingerbread's kind of popping up, and he's darling. So there we go. That's here for Julie. Let's see what's next. Oh, this looks fun. Oh my gosh. Doop, doop, doop. I'm dropping everything. This is here for Barb. Barb is local to us, and she purchased this, both of these items from us. This is a really fun combination. So, I can't remember the designer on this lemon scissor case.
I thought
We've had it.
I'm thinking it was Patricia Sohn.
Yeah, I was thinking Patricia Sohn too.
Because I kind of gravitate to hers.
No, I think it's,
I want to say Meredith, but it's not Meredith.
no, hold on. It's percolating. Patty.
Patty Mann?
No. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Paints.
Yes, Patty
Mann.
Paints. I think it's Patty Paints.
It is. I found it.
Liz is going to tell me if who's
Patty
right.
Paints. For
Woo!
the
Melissa wins! Sorry. Most of the
I
time,
would have had in my brain the collection.
usually Emily wins. So, no, unfortunately not. Sorry, I know the answer to that.
Sorry.
So, here is the scissor case. But then what Barb did is she treated herself to one of the Amy Poor monogram scissor fobs, and she stitched it up in the same color. So this little scissor fob will go on her scissors. So these are on our website. You can order these. So Amy does them with your 2 initials, and it comes to you as a hand-painted canvas. You put this on your scissors, and then your scissors go in here. So that's going to be hanging out. Is that not the cutest thing? So we can order the scissor case for you, but keep that in mind for this, coordinate your scissor fob. And these come painted in grayscale, so it is very easy to coordinate your scissor fob with whatever scissor case you might have if you so choose. So, for instance, we have this really pretty scissor case. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything straight here. From Ziggy Stitches. Love this piece. And so you could order up one of Amy's scissor fobs and maybe do the trellis in this light green and your initials in the blue, and it would be such a pretty combination. So I love that, Barb. Thank you, thank you. Okay, next up for another local customer, Anna. What do we have in this bag for her? Aw, this must be maybe for a new grandchild, grandniece, whatever. It says, "A Star is Born," and it has her baby's initials and year on here very subtly. And it's really sweet. So again, can't remember the designer on that, but we have sold this before, so we can figure that out. And we won't torture you all with the guessing game to see who can remember, but we can take care of that for you. This is very fun, and this is for our friend Marie. Marie is the designer behind Detroit Needleworks, so I'm not sure if this is her design. I have not seen it before, but usually she only stitches her designs, to my knowledge. And there's the pickle jar. So it is hers? Okay, thank you.
Because it looks like McClure's, that's
Yeah.
why. Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
see it. It is reminiscent or inspired by McClure's.
Which is a pickle brand?
Yes, and also
Very good pickle.
very good Bloody Mary mix.
See, I don't eat pickles
It's
or drink
local.
from.
It's local.
Okay, so fantastic. So we can order this for you. I actually need to place an order with Marie.
Really good.
Actually, will you write up an order for that for me too,
I will.
Liz? For Detroit Needleworks in general, because we have a big retreat coming up that we are not going to talk about how soon it's happening, and I need to get some more Detroit stuff in the building. This is here for Heather, and this is from JCB Stitches via the Plum Stitchery, and she does all sorts of buoys. What's fun is when we order them, we just say, send us 6 buoys, and they come kind of in a variety of colors. And I'm sure Heather is going to use this maybe on a bag tag, on a boat tote, would be super, super fun. So we can order any of the buoys for you. Just be a little flexible in the colors. Like if you want a buoy, say I'd like it like with reds or with greens or with pinks, but please don't tell me I want it pink, yellow, and white, because that's not how they come. Like I just kind of order them in a color family, and the combination comes as they come. Of course, as most people know, it is very easy to change colors, so not a problem. This darling piece is here for Judy. She was actually in yesterday. She is a big Snoopy lover. So here, this was, I don't know if this canvas is still exclusive to us. I lose track because there's timelines associated with the exclusivities. So this is the Woodstock with flowers. And she stitched it in, I think, skip tent in a variegated thread, and it looks fantastic. And I think she is planning on hanging this because there's a little loop on the wall. But it also has a pocket, so she could put one of those acrylic stands in it. Envision that little acrylic stand, which I think she already owns, so that's why it's not in it. And I believe she added this little heart pocket to the bottom. That is not part of the canvas, and it is such a sweet little addition. Very, very sweet, Judy, very sweet. So if you are interested in this piece, we do have that in the building, so we are happy to send that your way. Again, if you're joining us for the first time, we are always so happy to welcome new customers. If you see something you'd like kind of around here, you just say, I would like the Woodstock with Daisies canvas. Please be very specific, because Liz sees your comment on a 15-second or more delay. So if you say, I would like that, it's not super clear to her what that is. If you are new, also, we always assume that you do not want threads whenever you order on any live video. If you do want threads, please say so, and we'll make sure to do that for you. If you are new to us, please DM us your shipping address, your email address, your real life name, and then give us a call with your credit card number. Alternatively, we can invoice you. However, if you are someone who shops with us on the regular and we invoice you, it really slows down our process for you. So if you would do us the favor of having your credit card put on file, and when I mean on file, we have an old-fashioned Rolodex, all handwritten. The bad guys on the internet can't get it. So that in that case, I feel that your card number is very safe with us, and then we can process your order much more quickly. So that is that. Okay, this is here for Rebecca. Rebecca is the designer behind Whip Stitch. And let's see what she stitched up here. I don't know designers on these either. Sometimes they're hers, but sometimes she stitches other people's things. And this may be, I'm reading the back of this. I think this is a custom canvas of someone's home based on the embroidery on the back. There's tone-on-tone embroidery on the back. This embroidery is on velvet. There is an upcharge for embroidery on velvet. We're always happy to do it, but no, it's a little bit more expensive because the embroidery machine needs to be babysat a lot more. But this is beautifully, beautifully stitched. Rebecca is an amazing stitcher. And I am next to positive this little cutie pie is Susan Roberts.
Yes.
It is the North Pole Cube. There is the sky, and look at Santa and the reindeer. And my finishers have added this really darling peppermint stick S hook. Could not be any sweeter. So those are here for Rebecca. I do have some similar canvases to that house. If you are maybe a traveler, here is St. Peter's. And I will tell you, Emily has probably spent a good portion of her life in the last 3 weeks processing and working through all of the orders from Officially Needlepoint, which included these cathedrals. These cathedrals in December came with a complimentary stitch guide. Now there's a paid stitch guide, correct, since it's January? I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
And so we're still working on processing through those. That event became much larger than we possibly could have imagined. So some of you have already gotten your things. Other people we're working through especially if you ordered threads to match the stitch guide, we're waiting on proofread stitch guides from my dear friend Heidi. And this is, by the way, Westminster. So
yeah, and some of the canvases are still, like Melissa said, the demand highly outweighed
what the
what
supply,
we had
yes.
On some of the canvases. So some are being painted, but please, if you need something right away, let us know and we can make it happen.
Yes, so especially if you ordered a large order, we might have like 80% of it. We're waiting on 1 or 2 canvases. But the good news is the paint service that they use, they are able to access things a lot quicker than other places. I know on Tuesday, Kelly and Liz talked about our industry being kind of having some growing pains. Growing pains as in, I have no 7, 8, or 9-inch bars, and I have tapped into every supplier in the industry. So if you have bars at your house and you need something barred up, make sure you bring them with us if you come to see us. They will be back in stock. They're expecting a huge shipment from overseas to the main facility in the United States. I think they said January 23rd, and then they'll be disseminated to the shops. So many shops may be out of stretcher bars, but my point being, Official Needlepoints, even if they were out of stock of your canvas, we will have them in a couple of weeks. It's not a couple of months. So just to kind of assure you about that. Okay, next up, things are here for Shauna. I bet you a lot of it's gonna be, oh, maybe not. Oh, yep, she didn't let me down. She loves to show off her Irish pride, and oh my gosh, this background stitch is gorgeous. I think this 4-leaf clover is from KCN, and she has used an over-dyed, I don't know what thread that is. It might be the new soie to say. It could be an old Silk Road fiber. but boy, is that, look at that stitch. It's like a floral stitch. Liz has been working on something for a while that I gave her this stitch for the background. This was years ago when I had to give her stitches. I no longer give her stitches. Half the time she's giving me stitches. But yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful stitch. So good job, Shauna. And then we also have a very darling Stitched Angel. There we go. So sweet with her ribbon wings from our ribbon bar. And let's see what we have to inspire you to stitch. I've got a few Stitched Angels here. I did, by the way, I have this 3-leaf clover. 3-leaf clover, is that something?
3-leaf shamrock.
That's what I was just saying. Is this a shamrock? And can't remember the designer on this, but how cute with those daisies on it. So if you're in the mood for an Irish inspired piece, this is on 13 mesh and available. And then I've got a few Stitched Angels in. I will tell you that I did last week when I was doing my order a number of Stitched Angels, but we have the Champagne Angel in the house. We have the Cheerleader Angel in the house. My friend Terry drove to Florida for a few months and she stitched 3 of these in the car while her husband drove. This is the Annie Zigman inspired angel, or the drama angel. Mrs. Claus, another Irish inspired piece, the pot of gold. And if you're the diehard football fan, here we have maybe number 87, Travis. So there we go. So those are a few that Bryn picked out that were some of her favorites. And that's that. Next up in our finishing parade, I love that canvas. Let's see whose this is. This is for Jennifer, and I think I saw that Jennifer was watching. This is, we have the exact canvas in the building. I love this piece. I hope Jennifer loves the finishing. It is so good. This is from one of the Gingham Stitchery artists, Amelia Bond, and the witch is not flying on a broom. She's flying on a needle. Do you guys see that? And there's the thread. She's got her cat sitting on the front of the needle. Jennifer loves a good basket weave, but she said she's trying to expand her stitches, and she did a decorative stitch in the background. So good job, Jennifer. It looks great. But you know what? If basket weave is your happy place, just own it. It's fine. There's no reason. The only reason to do decorative stitches, actually there's a few reasons, but for me personally, the reason to do decorative stitches is the stitching goes a little faster once you learn the stitch. And so you can get on to your next project, because I know it shouldn't be all about stitching more things, but sorry, for me, it's a little bit about stitching more things. So this witch is fantastic, and she happens to be in the building. So if you would like to emulate Jennifer, you could probably get this stitched up and even finished in time for Halloween. Really cute painted feet on it. So good. So that's that. And it looks like I have one more finished piece. I have some fabulous, fabulous brand new self-finishing boxes. You guys are gonna die. You're gonna die. Okay, this is here for Carol. Carol is local to us. And this is one of our favorite local artists. P.S. We only have 2 local artists. We love them both. This is a Tina. Three. You're right.
Lives girl.
I'm sorry.
She's part of 7 Lives.
But she's a local artist.
Sorry. Okay.
We have a bunch.
We have a bunch, but 3 that come through our door on the regular basis. So this is from Tina Griffin, and could not be any sweeter. I feel like there was a color change in this, because I think it normally comes on a white background, and this blue background is so beautiful. And this is here for Carol. I can order this for you and have it here very quickly if Tina has stock, because she's very sweet. She runs it right over the day I order it. Although actually, she may be out of state currently because her daughter just had a baby, or is about to have a baby. We do have this Doolittle Stitchery piece in the building, which is very reminiscent of that. And I think, again, you could change this background to blue like Carol did, and those pieces just really pop off. Really, really good. So that's here. So that is that for the finishing. in honor of all the snow, I thought I would show off. Sorry, I'm off screen because I decided I showed the finished item. This is a custom piece made for our shop by our dear local artist, Lisa Ferguson, who she's another local artist, but she doesn't always walk through our door. So, and I guess by local, I actually meant Grosse Pointe. So there are a lot of artists in Detroit, but we have 2 in Grosse Pointe. But this is the Top Hat Snowman, and we were one of the first people to finish Needlepoint as a snow globe, and I absolutely love it. Our finishers can put any sort of little baubles in the bottom of here. It just can't be too fine. I've had a few people send in their own like glitter, but if the glitter is really, really tiny, it gets caught up in the stitching, which, you know, would be kind of a disaster. So Top Hat Snowman is in the building. He comes $65 stitch guide and canvas together, and he cannot be any cuter. So like I said, we had 5 inches of snow around here. So I thought we should show off a few snow pieces. 2 others of my favorites are the Snow Angel kids. There's a boy and a girl. These are from Patty Mann, and I adore these. I mean, don't we all have such fond memories of making snow angels when we were little? I guess maybe if you didn't grow up in a snow place, you don't have that memory. I do. I didn't always hate snow. I kind of loved snow when I was little, but I didn't have scrape off cars then or drive in it, so there we go. So I have the boy and the girl Snow Angel kids here and in the house. So that was just a little impromptu excitement on my part. How about that? Okay, accessories. We have finally been able to restock the Boo Boo brush. This has been out of stock for a little bit. It says on here, use it to remove stitches. Like when you remove stitches, you might use your stitch rip, which I think we just restocked as well, but it might not be ready to, it hasn't been checked in yet. But we should have those in the building shortly. The Boo Boo brush was designed to kind of clean up after the mess after you've taken something out. I also use it to fluff up my turkey work. So Boo Boo brushes are back and in the building. We also have some restocked and some new needle minders. So from Accoutrements, this is the pink and turquoise nutcracker, and most of the Accoutrements needle minders are around the $24 mark. They're typically all enamel. If I have ones that have rhinestones, they have a little bit more of an upcharge, I believe, but this is the pink and turquoise nutcracker. This is the Conversation Heart needle minder. This one is a little bit more, I think, because there's a lot more shaping to it and a lot more detail. So this one's $34. I will tell you all, mark your calendars for February 10th, Tuesday, February 10th at 9 a.m. Liz is looking at me like, what are you talking about? She knows what I'm talking about. So I'm next positive it's February 10th because I have been stitching like a mad woman in preparation for such date. So we will have a Galentine's episode hosted by Liz and Kelly. It'll start early on the 10th at 9 a.m. I've been ordering up some special things. I actually stitched the canvas for it this year because they were busy with some other things. But Kelly's jaw literally went when she saw mine. So that made me feel like I've provided what I needed to provide. If Kelly was excited about it, I'm not sure I've had a chance to show you, Liz. I brought it in on Wednesday. I think I have it here. I'll show you. So then back to everyday items. Here is the hamburger needle minder. We've had this in the past. I don't know why anyone needs a hamburger needle minder, but I love it. And we've sold a lot of them in the past, and it's back. The Ina Garten needle minder. It does say, most of life's problems can be solved with a good cookie, signed Ina Garten. So
True.
there she is.
Good cookie or Cosmo.
But they both start with C's.
Yeah. And Ina loves them both.
Okay, back to Valentine's. This is, and see, I'm wrong. This has rhinestones all over it. It is $20. So I don't totally understand the pricing on these. It's just what it costs to make them. My markup is consistent. This is the red sparkle heart. And then for my purple ladies, here is it says it's crystal, but it really takes on a lavender look. And then here is the pink crystals. And then there are 3 swirl hearts. These are all enamel. They are $20 as well. There's the purple swirl. These are brand new, not having been released before. This is the pink. It has like some raspberry pink and lighter pink. And this is the red. I know I brought in a number of each of these, but I do think I have time to get more before Valentine's Day hits, so let us know what we can do for you. Okay, next up, I got a restock and some brand new patterns from our favorite recycled product tote and pouch. So, restocks. Couple of my favorites. I know some people wanted the pouch in this design. This is the giant oversized totes. I'm still trying to get these pouches restocked, so I know unfortunately I can't get the pouches, the zip top pouch, which I'll show you in a minute. But this is the giant oversized tote. I've unfolded this a bazillion times, so I'm not going to do it today. But it turns into a bag that is large enough for a weekend getaway. It is all made of recycled plastics. It has a zippered pocket on the inside. It has a handle, and it also has a shoulder strap. It is $28. It is fantastic for taking to the beach, fantastic for throwing in a car weekend trip. If you have to move someone, it has become very, very handy. So, and of course, you can always put your needlepoint projects in it. So this is the blue and green stripe. We also have it in this one's called Violet. And again, they all have both short handles and long handles. This is called Violet. I have the pouch of this one. And do we still have the pouch in the building? No, I swear that this product is constantly available. The patterns come and go. So this is the Daisy oversized tote. And this is the polka dot oversized tote with the pink handles. Love that. And then brand new is the rugby stripe oversized tote. Again, all of these oversized totes are $28. They're made of recycled plastics. You can feel like you're doing something good for the world and super useful. They have become some of my favorite zippered pouches. I have buried my ruler. I think these are 12 by 15. Let me double check. 11 by 15 and a half. This is the rugby stripe. The zippered pouch is $18. This is the rugby stripe. Oops, I just dropped that. Is this one brand new this time too, Emily, or was that last time?
Brand new.
Okay, see, I can't keep track.
WNF.
Yeah, the pink and green, green and white polka dots with the pink detail. Love, love, love. I might have to take a couple more of these home. This is one of Kelly's favorites. This is the, I think they call it a leopard print or a floral print. They have a name.
Leopard.
They call it leopard, but it looks floral. I'm like, they're kind of both the same. And it has a little bit of that camo detailing on the trim. And then multi-stripe. Really fun. So these have become favorite project bags around here for the reasonable price, the good size. You're good to go. Okay. What next? I have a few books that have been restocked, and I was excited about this. I am currently doing A Year in Stitches through my friend Neil's shop, Needlepoint Lane, hosted by Stephanie Chase, and she has 3 volumes of A Year in Stitches, meaning it's a 3-year cycle, and many of her stitches come from a stitch at a time. So this is maybe a much more reasonable way to access these stitches rather than with Stephanie, although my 3 hours with Stephanie on Monday were such a wonderful joy for me to have like some me time where I just got to concentrate on stitching for just my own education. I could tell there were many, many, many people in this class learning lots and lots and lots from Stephanie. So it was a lovely 3 hours, and I look forward to doing it the rest of the year. But you could make your own stitch book like Stephanie does with her class just by purchasing this book. and getting yourself some blank canvas, draw yourself a square, and try this out in different combinations of threads. So there are, let me see how many pages of regular stitches in here. This book also teaches how to do birthday plaid. There's over 100 pages of stitches. There's a section with video resources on things that you can't really learn on a two-dimensional process. So this is the joy of needlepoint, a stitch at a time. So you can make your own stitch book by creating your own little stitch samples and the color samples of 3 different threads. All your samples are going to be shown in here on white canvas, so you have to know that if you do it on colored canvas, you're not going to have that haloing showing through, but there is a joy of needlepoint. From there, you might want to take yourself to the next level stitches. This is from Julia Snyder. This is a fantastic book. What I will tell you is, like, for instance, this is the Jessica stitch, and she shows you in a graph how to do the Jessica stitch. She talks all about it, and then underneath my hand is a QR code that takes you to Julia's private YouTube channel and shows her demonstrating how to do this stitch. So it is called Next Level Stitches because they are harder stitches that are hard to learn just from a two-dimensional book. And Julia is a wealth of knowledge, and to be able to have her kind of sitting by your side on YouTube showing you exactly how to do the stitch is amazing. This book is $54. If you are just kind of coming out of learning how to stitch with basket weave, just in the nick of time is dozens of last minute stitch ideas. This is distributed by Rainbow Gallery. There are some really fantastic stitches in here. Many that those of you that have been around for a little while might have experienced. For instance, this page has the graph for the Milanese stitch and the multi-leaf stitch, and then a whole description of it. So it's really great for someone who wants a big graph but also wants a little bit of kind of insider knowledge. And this is only $34. So kind of 3 different books to give you 3 different points of view, I guess. Okay, I'm going to show you guys these boxes. They're so beautiful. So many of you have heard of Du Bijou Bijou. I can finally say it. I still can't spell it. But Lisa and her husband, what is her husband's name? Jim? Lisa and Jim, I talked to Lisa more than Jim, make these fantastic custom-made wood pieces to complement your needlepoint. So they have decided last summer that they want to do something that is more readily available, both from a price point as well as they can get it done. I think she said, I have got a couple, what do I have, Emily? 2
blue, 2 red,
1 pink?
I think.
So I have 2 blue, 1 red. We have a total of 5 boxes. I have 2 of 2 colors, 1 of 1 color.
Yeah.
I can get more in, she said it's going to be about an 8-week turnaround if I order more. So these boxes are open hinge box. The box itself is 8 by 8. It holds a 4 by 4 design. So for instance, if you were stitching this gorgeous fleur-de-lis, this is 13 mesh, 4 by 4, so beautiful. And you could finish it and, yep, pop it into this box. So these boxes are still all handmade. They're just not custom made to your stitching. They're things that I picked out the combination of from the available options. So look at this blue box, okay? It is so pretty. This would be such a beautiful keepsake box for maybe a future bride, maybe a baby. The box itself is $276. Again, all handmade. Beautiful detailing on the hinges. The bottom's even beautiful. I should tell you how deep it is. I said it was 8 by 8, but it is 5 inches tall and holds the 4 by 4. And I'm gonna go back to this angle. And these open up just like a picture frame. So you're going to stitch up your canvas. You're gonna cut it to probably about 2 threads, but I always recommend making a Xerox copy of your canvas before you cut anything and having the paper fit into this open cavity. And then it's going to show. And I know someone's gonna say, is there glass on it? No, there isn't, because really with needlepoint, you don't want glass covering it for the most part. Although I'm sure you could go to your local framer and have a piece of glass made if you really, really wanted it. Whether it will fit in the cavity or not is up to you and the framer to decide. But there is no glass included because typically you don't want glass covering your needlepoint because you can't see it as well. So this is the blue version. It is $276. I love the gold trim. It is all handmade, as I said, and absolutely gorgeous.
Baby or bridal keepsakes, we were thinking they would be
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yep. And there is a red and gold version. And what I love about this is there is any sort of, and again, you can wardrobe your box. So if this were mine, I would probably start out stitching a Christmas version because I celebrate Christmas. But then you could also put in maybe like this sunflower for fall. You could maybe put in a Valentine's Day piece for Valentine's Day. You know, you could wardrobe it all year round. A patriotic piece for the summer. So, you know, because it's handmade, it is more expensive, but if you think about all, it's like our self-finishing table. If you think about all the finishing that would go into the other items, it kind of pays for itself in the long run. Then the last colorway I have, of course, it's one of my favorites. So there's pink. So again, I was thinking the keepsake boxes for a baby, because you could put a baby piece in here, a little girl piece. And then because this is like basically heirloom quality, handmade, high-end, you can wardrobe it for them as they get older. So this darling little Associated Talents heart would be beautiful in there. The Lauren Block candies would be darling. So we were very excited to find these, and I love doobie things for a long time. And I do think, yes, this is expensive, but it's a more accessible price to doobie because you're going to be able to use it for multiple seasons, multiple items, as opposed to one item for a lifetime. So those are my doobie boxes. And I'm just proud of myself for saying doobie so many times and being able to say it right, because it took me a while to get there. Okay, from my friend Amanda at Good Point. I've got a number of her things, but kind of separate. I have this, it's kind of a basic plaid, but I love it. And this, of course, could be a belt, but I think of everything these days, I think, as purse straps. I am currently in the process of having all of my belts remade. For many years, I was having them made larger. I'm currently having them made smaller. It's getting really frustrating. I think, yeah, see, my belt's falling off again today. So this one's gonna go back to the belt finisher today too. Purse straps don't change sizes, so that's a really nice thing either way. So if you wanted to, and this matches any number of purses in our building. So the tassel body camera bag, the tassel camera body bag, camel crossbody bag, I'll get it right soon, that we brought back is here, and that would be fantastic with it. I think it would also work fantastically with what I call this my little Audrey Hepburn bag. I just think it's so sweet. There's no reason to call it that other than that's how I think of it as. And then if you're someone who likes the larger bucket bag, oh my gosh, our poor mail carriers coming in so bundled up. It looks fantastic with our bucket bag as well. So anyway, so lots of fun bags in the building, and I just love this tartan belt, and it's really good. So I think Amanda, she does a lot of Scottish things, so her last name is not a Scottish sounding name like mine, but I didn't come with mine. I married into mine, so maybe she's the opposite. I don't know, but she does a lot of Scottish things is my point. So it is a beautiful tartan. Okay, I have a restock from our painting service at Melissa Loves Needlepoint. So I have a lot of new Amy Poor things that have been restocked. This is Happy Pills. It looks fantastic in the Rachel Berry small pop-in pouch. It's a 2x3 insert. We don't have the pink pop-in pouch in the building. I think I have that on reorder, but you could easily do this Happy Pills with the blue and just change your green letters to a sparkly navy and it would match perfectly. Or you could change the background stripes to light blue and have it look great in the light blue. Or honestly, I think the pink and green with the light blue or the pink and green with the blue are fantastic. So that is back in the building, and I think that's my only self-finishing item today outside of those fantastic boxes. Okay, I have a number of canvases that have been restocked. So this is Sparty from the MSU 4x4 peeper. Flying Stitches calls it a peeper because they're just looking over the edge of the canvas. Peeper always makes me think, oh, you know what, Emily? We forgot to put, I was gonna pull peeper cases for the sales glasses. Did you guys do that yesterday? We had 3 pairs of glasses. Okay. Will you make us a note? Make us a note, Liz. Sorry. These things pop into my head when I'm live, and if they don't come out of my mouth, they get forgotten again. Because yesterday I think I said I'd go and get them, and then I didn't. So I apologize. So MSU 4x4 coaster size. Could be a pillow insert, could be a coaster, could be ornament. Here is Bucky. And all of these come with a stitch guide so you can replicate the stitch version. Here is the Wolverine. Here is Goldie. Here is Brutus, where I usually get groans around here. Our good-natured rivalry with Ohio State. And here is Bevo, and I know I had ordered Bevo for someone, I can't remember who, so.
A lot of Texas
So
customers.
we've had probably 4 or 5 of them pass
Yes.
through.
But my point being, if you see something, you're like, but I ordered that and I haven't gotten mine yet, and I've said this before, but we get questions almost every week. If you see something that you ordered, it's probably because I said, oh, if Susie wants this, I should get another one for the shop as well. So special orders and unboxing orders all get rung up on Thursdays. So if you're like, but wait, I haven't been sent mine yet, don't worry, it's in our to ring bin. So that's that. As I said, I got restocks in from the painting service for Melissa Loves Needlepoint. So each of these geode fobs by my dear friend Amy Poor Girl Paints, come in both 13 mesh and 18 mesh.
That's Annie's new obsession is the geode.
They're so
Key
good.
fob.
Of course
She
they
almost took one
should be.
back to school.
They're so good. I hope Allie will jump from the little circle key fobs on up. So 13 mesh makes a fantastic key fob. And I believe, yes, there's a little card on there that will give you a chart for your letters. My public service announcement is, of course, make sure that you don't put anything that can't be covered in the first 1.5 inches on the ends of the canvases, if you're going to do it as a leather key fob or even a fabric key fob, because even that gold clasp covers, or gold or silver lobster, sorry, it's not called that. What is that thing called? It doesn't. The clasp for the ones that are, no, the ones that are handmade or that aren't leather.
Keyring?
You know, that little silver thing that clamps
D-ring?
on? No,
Yeah,
I don't know what the name is.
Not a lobster.
The
clasp.
little thing that attaches right there, and it's about that big on the ones that are finished with ultra suede. Anyways, it still covers a portion of it, so don't have anything too close to the edge. The 18 mesh makes fantastic, and I never wear mine because I leave it here and I miss it. Makes a fantastic cuff bracelet. Look at how beautiful that is. I feel like I shouldn't say that because I stitched it, but it's really Amy's design that makes it so pretty. And it is absolutely gorgeous. So the 13 mesh are key fobs primarily. The 18 mesh are cuff bracelets. However, either one could be a bookmark. They could be napkin rings. They could be any number of things. So they also come in, see, I don't have these all stacked in order. There we go. The green geode. The blue and turquoise geode, which is the key fob sample that I showed you. the navy that I showed you, and 13 and 18, and then the orange, I don't know why it isn't in this pile. I also have the orange and red in 13 and 18. I will tell you that Amy lives in Tuscaloosa, and she is currently stitching the orange and red one in all Alabama colors, and it's going to be fantastic. So those are the geode fobs. Restocked also is the Believe with the red hats. We also have this coming back in very shortly with the pink and lime green, but that's the green and red hats. The beginner stitch kits have been restocked as well. So this is the beginner stitch kit in the green and blue. It's a 13 mesh gift, instructions, scissors, needles, threads all together. And so this is the beginner kit, which is $96. And that is available in all of the designs, and or you can get just the canvas. If you are not a beginning stitcher and you don't need all that other stuff, just the canvas is $68. So there is the green and blue that I just showed you, and you can do either one in the blue and white gift, in the pink and green gift, or the red and green gift. So any of those can be done as a beginner kit or as just a canvas. Just let us know which way you would like it to go. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Oof, if I could say doobie doobie joo as many times as I did, how can I not say that? Après Ski Queen. Kaylee went up north. She and Alex went up north last weekend and went skiing all weekend. She had the best time.
Cute picture
Tis
too.
the season, yes. Be Kind. This is a re-release design that was out quite a long time ago. So this is kind of hot off the presses because it hasn't been available in a long time. Same with the bride and the groom. Of course, the background is left white, so you could maybe use the bride and the groom's wedding color as the background color. And you can change up the dress to kind of be reminiscent of however their dress looked. Happy New Year. We like a little decor for every holiday, right? Joy to the World with this gorgeous angel, trumpeting angel. Happy Easter, and this has been resized to a 5x5. I'm double checking my work. What did I do with I buried my, yes, resized to a 5x5 because Amy loves her Betsy box, and we have Betsy boxes in all 3 colors, I think. So this is a great excuse to wardrobe your Betsy box.
I see white and black out. I'm not sure if we have.
Okay, so we have the white and the black Betsy box. If you don't know what the Betsy box is, you need to know what it is. Maybe Emily will bring me one. I can't speak today. Uh-oh.
No, we're fine.
Okay, so we have white and black Betsy boxes. It also comes in a wood grain. Honestly, I love the white and the black one because they have this high lacquer finish. Do you see all that light reflection? So good. And these are not handmade. These are definitely made by machine overseas. They are $69. And they hold a 5x5, and they're going to function where you can wardrobe it as well. So, they're not they're not U.S. handmade. They're definitely overseas, but they are beautiful. So I have that in the white lacquer as well as the black lacquer. The Luke's bag charm. We love a good Gilmore Girl around here. We had a lot of fun with this canvas at market, Holy Spirit Activate. There's a meme on TikTok that started
Activate.
from Family Feud. Was she on Family Feud?
Yes.
You got it.
Well, I can remember that because I don't know if I've talked about this live before, but I have relatives who have been on Family Feud. Yes, I do. It's my claim to fame. It was back in the late 70s, but yeah, my cousins were on Family Feud. How about that? Our dear Rebecca stitched this Raymond Crawford Santa face. We do have a stitch guide for this. I actually helped her. I basically gave her the stitches and she stitched it, and it is fantastic. And we have some great video on it, and he is really, really good. So that has been restocked. We have been waiting for this forever. This is from the Salty Stitcher, and this is a little voodoo doll, and it even comes with pins. I mean, hysterical. Hysterical. So this is back in the building. I am very excited about a number of the rest of these canvases because I think, well, here, I have some, I'm excited about all of them, but I have some new releases. I'm going to save the new releases till the end because, you know, that's how I should do it, right? Sorry, reorging my pile. Okay. Really cute Halloween things back in the building from Christine Kingston. The Witch's Boot sweater. And these sweaters, I think we talk about this all the time. These are better if they stitch right in here, Liz, right?
Yes.
Whereas the other sweaters that have a little more space.
They will put, they'll put the cording in
loop
there.
the cording either
but
way.
it's just so much easier for them to attach it, and it looks like cleaner.
Right.
You
So
won't see
so
the
your
stitching.
stitching won't be seen, but it
Yeah.
gives it a place for them to attach the cording in a loop as if it weren't stitched. Then we also have the bat sweater. And these are usually finished on cute little hangers. They're so sweet. And then if you're more of a 13 mesh stitcher, her ghosts are back in the building. So this is the ghost on the pink and purple stripe. The orange and purple check. And the green and purple stripe. So there we go. And then what size are these guys? Are these 5x5s? I think they are. So it was so nice of Emily to bring me that white Betsy box. So if you wanted to put, what was I talking about earlier, something that was 5x5 in the Betsy box. Can't remember, that was like 3 seconds ago. But look at the lobsters. You could put the lobsters in the Betsy box too. So
The
again,
Happy Easter thing.
oh, the Happy Easter. So yeah, so you could have your Easter piece. This could be your summer piece.
Christine
If you-
said it's better to put a little stitching all the way around it so you don't lose the shape or the design.
Okay, we've seen it finished both ways, but she is the designer, so there we go. And then here's her darling mermaid piece. So this would be really sweet in a little girl's room. Really, really cute. So those are my restocks from Christine Kingston. And then, as I said, I had more things from my friend Amanda at Good Point. Here is First Christmas. This also comes in pink and blue. I tend to stock the green because then people can stitch this and not under as much pressure because they can start sooner when they don't know what sex the baby's going to be. So this is the green First Christmas, but it does come in pink or blue. Then her sweet little signs, 13 mesh. Here is Baby. Here is Love. And the first baby was in pink, and of course we have blue. And then if you're still in the mood to stitch for Christmas, here is Mary. I might have to take this Joy one home.
I love that one.
I mean, the colors are just so me, and
Love it.
we have a grandfather clock at my house that is actually currently in my dining room. It's moved around my house. It was a wedding gift from my in-laws. And this would be so cute hanging on the grandfather clock at the holiday time. So I think I've just sold one to myself. So we'll set that aside. But I have a few. So just because I'm taking one doesn't mean that you guys can't, because I've got lots. Because I loved it. And here is Happy. So if you have maybe on everyone's birthday, this could travel around the house with the birthday balloons. So sweet. And then, perfect for today around here, this was a new design, the snow shovel. Maybe you can gift that to your pro shoveler at your house. There's even room for initials maybe on the shovel. How cute would that be? See, put a little CW on there for Chase.
It'll work for both boys in my house.
And I'm glad Sam's earning his keep. And then here is Happily Ever After, and I think this is a fantastic wedding gift, engagement gift. So sweet.
You'll be not surprised to know that yesterday, while it was snowing, Sam went out on the front lawn to practice lacrosse, took the shovel to shovel the path to his goal, and then we didn't have the shovel. later in the evening. We're like, where's the shovel? He's like, oh, I was shoveling my lacrosse area.
It's by my goal.
Yes.
Helpful. So I guess I know who went out to get the shovel.
Yeah.
Okay, these are new designs to us from Jennifer Vasquez, I think is how you say her name. Here's Diana in her sheep sweater, you guys.
That is really
Oh my God.
chic.
So love it. So love it. I know a lot of people do storefronts. I have not seen a J. Crew one yet. Love it. These are all on 18 mesh. They are printed, but they are stitch printed. Like they look as if they were painted. This is a 4.5 inch round. This one, I have to say, Kelly almost fell off her chair yesterday. Liz wasn't here. I smell snow from the Gilmore girls. Liz is flying out of her chair.
Because I have an ornament. She bought me.
Is that
I
not the
love
cutest
that
thing?
so much.
So cute. And then look at how good this one is too.
That is
Little
beautiful.
Women. Oh my gosh. Let me see what size this is. This might be 5 by 5.
For a
This
Betsy
might go
box.
in your Betsy box too. This is gonna fit perfectly in your Betsy box, Little
Oh my
Women.
God, that's really cute.
And there is a wood grain Betsy box if you wanted to do something a little more subdued, but I think it would also look really good in the black one. Love these designs.
I need to order
And
some Betsy
then-
boxes.
Were you with me, Liz, at Needlepoint, at Blue Water on the 7th floor at Market? Was it you or Kelly who went in there with me? And all these Lily-esque.
Not me.
Okay, Kelly and I picked these out. We ordered these at Market. They've just arrived. So they're from Needlepoint by Laura, but distributed through Blue Water Needlepoint. And they are holiday bulbs in lily colors. So there are 4 holiday bulbs. So we're going to call this, if it has a right name, Leaves. Okay, this is the brightest color one, Leaves. And then here is maybe the Wool and the Floss colorway.
That's a blue floral.
Blue floral.
Okay, the college student is, you're gonna be very proud of her. She has the Michigan State bulb and the stitch she did on it, you're gonna be very
yay,
proud of
Addie.
herself.
We've grown her into a big girl stitcher.
She had to take a project to school. She's like, I got it, I know.
I love it. I love it. The rose print, yes?
Yes.
Oh my God, I think these are so good. And the citrus print.
I really love those.
And I think Kelly and Liz, was it just this past two Tuesdays ago, you talked about how Kelly used ribbon work to just do in straight stitches
Yes,
to do a
we
bow.
talked how to do a bow without making a bow, like
Yeah.
using satin stitches, yes.
And it looked really, really great. So don't be intimidated by this bow. You could put a real bow on top of your stitching if you wanted, but the way Kelly stitched her bow on her piece would translate fantastically to these canvases. And then this is a Nantucket house. How pretty is that? I think this would be a fantastic pillow insert, maybe with some lily fabric around it. And 13 mesh. This would be so good in the self-finishing table. It is 12 by 12. Check this out, you guys. Look at the giraffes with the florals.
Oh, that is cool.
Aren't they so
Giraffes
good?
are my thing. I need to look away.
So
No,
fantastic.
we already have a project we spoke about this
Yes,
morning.
we have a big project.
So
We are
good.
focused
It's coming.
for a little while.
I gotta hear what that is.
You,
I thought-
you already know
We'll
I've already
tell you later.
expressed
Liz is
my
speed
love for it.
dating because she's
I
doing
got
a
a lot.
project with me. She's doing a project with Kelly. She's now
This
doing a
is,
project
ours
with
isn't until
Emily.
the summer.
Pretty much. Amberin and Megan.
Thus, she has a large number of whips.
it's my artist AD.
As a matter of fact, if you don't follow Painted Pony on Facebook, check her out, and I should repost this. Actually, maybe if Rebecca's watching, Rebecca, repost Painted Pony's post because she did a clip from, I think it was NBC News, which was kind of fed into what Liz and Kelly were talking about, how like grandma hobbies are back, and they were talking all about needlepoint and mahjong and knitting and all sorts of things. It was really fun, and everyone they highlighted on there was like in their 20s. So love, love, love. I think there was a time where many of us felt like needlepoint was maybe fading craft. I don't ever want to say dying craft, but we of late, every day we're open, have like so many people in the building. They're all brand new stitchers. They're coming in with their babies. Like, it is fantastic. So I used to be known as one of the younger people in the industry, which I find kind of laughable. But So to see like these 20 somethings walking in the door starting to stitch is just fantastic. So, okay, that's all I've got for you today. It was, oh no, I don't. I have a whole other pile. I almost forgot my whole other pile. Okay, don't sign off, people. These are all the sale things. So everything that I'm showing you is 40%, no, the first item I'm showing you is 20% off. So it's a little bit the end of the era. These needle cases are all magnetic on the inside. They are 20% off. They're originally $18.50. And you open them up, and they're magnetic, so you can keep all your needles in one spot. So you're not digging around in different bags and different places for your needles. So the only reason these are being put on sale is because the podcast, we just ran out of time. Megan and I could not pull it off anymore. We were both just too busy, and we loved it while it lasted, but this is the end of an era. I have 3 of those at 20% off. Everything else I'm showing you is at 40% off. I have 1 football key fob in the building. We sold a lot of these. They're $74. It includes the self-finishing fob, as well as the little canvas. On the back of this, I won't show you the back and unpack it, there's a little circle window where that little football goes. You could also skip stitching the fob if you want to use this for something else and maybe put an initial in here. Totally up to you, but that is 40% off. It was originally $74, so take 40% off. And then I did not bring the piece, I did bring the piece of paper. Will you hand me that piece of paper down there? We are retiring a few of Amy Poor's designs. That white thing, that thing that's clipped. No, that crazy piece of paper. Yeah. It's yellow on one side, sorry. This was not the way I would have done this, but we're all good.
That one is here.
Yes.
You want me to here?
There's always time for a cocktail. I have 2 of these. This is being retired, 18
That one is
mesh.
104 and 62.40 with discount.
So it's $62.40 a discount. It is 6 by 5. There's always time for a cocktail, 40% off. Hot chocolate and Hallmark is.
That one is 101, normally $60.60.
Okay, and it is on 18 mesh. It says hot chocolate and Hallmark movies, 11 by 6.5. So this is the 18 mesh version, 40% off. Lake Living.
That one is 80, normally $48 with the trunk show discount.
Okay, so $48 at the retirement discount. So you won't see these again. And this is a 5.5 inch square, Lake Living. So like I said, we sold a lot of this yesterday, but these were ones that I had multiples of, so I have a few left. Beach Bum would be the same price.
80, so 48.
So $48 at the discounted price, 5.5 inch square. Again, you're seeing it backwards if you're watching on Instagram.
Are you retiring Hallmark in both mesh sizes?
Just an 18.
Okay, just checking.
Happy Pills. So you saw earlier the new version of Happy Pills. This is the retiring version of Happy Pills. Amy redid it so it would fit in the Rachel Berry pouches. This one is 4 1/4 by 3.5. And I think she designed this so it could be finished onto like a fabric pouch. So Happy Pills is...
That's the one that I pulled off.
Oh, is it right here? Oh, it says thankful.
Oh, I lied.
It's
Maybe
40% off.
It's in the bottom
It's
of
a
this
deal.
box. That's $40.80.
It's $40 at sale price. And then your job is done, Emily. The rest are price tags. I don't have an accent. Y'all do. So this was regularly $119 and take 40% off. My pickleball players are too busy playing pickleball to stitch. So you non-pickleball players will have to stitch a strap for your pickleball loving friends. This is the blue and green pickleball strap. It is $130. It could be a wide belt. It could be a fantastic strap for pickleball bag. So I did say $130. That's its full price. So take 40% off of that. So that's the blue and green version. And here is the pink and green version. And then my Ted Lasso fans. Okay, you guys, if you weren't with us yesterday, we found out something terrible. Emily has never seen Ted Lasso. Neither has Anne. Okay.
What?
I know. I don't know. I don't understand it. So we were telling them you can get Apple TV for free for a month.
It's worth it.
It's totally worth it. And you could even get it like plan on doing it free for a month and paying for 1 month, and then you can watch all the seasons. It's such a feel-good, movie, or series, excuse me. So here is Roy and Keely, $65, 40% off. And then Rebecca, $65 and 40% off. Yes, there are her biscuits with the boss. And then last but not least, Classy with a little cleavage. I think every canvas I showed you is on 18 mesh. I did not mention that. Classy with cleavage was originally $120 and take 40% off. And let me give you a measurement on that. When you add kind of a little bit of background, it could be anywhere from 9 by 9 to 10 by 10. Yeah, 9 by 9 to 10 by 10. So that is what's left of the sale items. So get them while they're hot. I don't have a sales section in the building. I always just do, once a quarter or so, kind of clean out my little space. And that's how I liquidate things around here. So after a little bit, I will send them on to a new home, probably through one of the destashing websites, to be honest. So grab it here while you can, and I think that's it. So I hope it is as beautiful looking outside as it is here, wherever you are. And I hope you find some time to stitch. Give us a little time to get organized, and we will see you. Liz and Kelly will be back on Tuesday, and I'll be back next Thursday. So have a great week, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.